What's up, guys and gals? It's the Tyrant here, and one of the more glaring mistakes that we've seen with Halo 5 Guardians that most people can universally agree on isn't just the campaign itself, it's the characters in the campaign, more specifically Fireteam Osiris. Of course, you already know that out of 15 missions, 12 of those missions we play as Fireteam Osiris, but why are they so loathed? Why do people dislike them so much? After all, these are supposed to be counterparts to Master Chief and the Blue Team. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly how this could have been fixed, but first we need to break down on exactly why people just don't like these characters. First of all, we're going to start with Locke. Mr. Jameson Locke is the leader of Fireteam Osiris, and he's supposed to be the opposite of the Master Chief, or at least play the opposite of him. And we can see how this was supposed to be. He's the strong silent type, he shoots first and asks questions later. But he isn't like Chief. I hate to say this, but Locke is kind of a dick. Every interaction he has with the rest of his team, he's sort of superior, he talks down to them, and sometimes just dicks them over completely.
I mean, how are we even supposed to bring them in? Ask politely?
No.
The hell?
He's not a likable guy, and I get that he was supposed to work for Oni, but now he's a Spartan. He should be a team player. He just doesn't come off that way. And if he truly is the lone wolf type, then the last thing he should be doing is leading a team. Now let's focus on Holly Tanaka. In my opinion, she is the strongest member of Fireteam Osiris, delivering some of the best lines in the game.
Pelican's a few more super rungs up from here.
How far is that?
More than you want it to be, not as far as it could be.
I also find it interesting that when other members of Fireteam Osiris turn to someone for words of enlightenment, they turn to Holly Tanaka, not Jameson Locke.
Come a long way together. A long way yet to go. Let's make a good jump like we mean to. And handle fools like we need to.
In my opinion, one of the first major fixes that would have helped Fireteam Osiris would have been to have had Tanaka lead the team, not Locke. It would have been a very progressive move on 343's part, and honestly, Tanaka comes off as a much stronger and wittier leader than Jameson Locke. Now let's talk about Olympia Vale, aka Smarty Pants, aka Miss Exposition. I love the idea of having a vastly intelligent female main character, but that's not what Vale is. Vale is a Smarty Pants. Vale constantly is boasting her intelligence. At best, she's a show-off. At worst, she's whiny and annoying. I've seen this work before for Halo, Kat being the best example from Halo Reach. She's sassy, has a very intelligent dynamic with the leader Carter.
Sir, that true about Gauntlet Red and Echo teams assigned to civilian evac ops?
Those are senior level communiques.
I hear what I hear. Point is, why put Spartans on defensive deployments?
I need that link to SATCOM, Kat.
Chasing it. But this console's got more shrapnel in it than transceivers. You didn't answer my question.
You want to know if we're losing?
I know we're losing. I want to know if we've lost.
But Vale at best is just a show-off. In fact, several times in Halo 5, she just randomly starts spouting Sangheli.
Bodies ahead. Swords of Sanghelios. Covenant must have caught him by surprise.
Shi'unsei Rema'u. Shi'unsei Rute Hade.
What's that, Vale?
Sangheli burial prayer. A warrior at birth, a warrior in death.
We get it, Vale. You know it. That's good for you. But she makes no active contribution to the team at all, other than just talking and giving exposition points to help the player understand the situation better. In short, she is absolutely useless, and nothing proves this further than the fact that she wears a bright red suit. Seriously, who the hell wears bright red in combat? You are asking to get shot in the face. And finally, we have the character that everyone was supposed to like, Edward Buck. We first met Buck back in Halo 3 ODST. We liked this character. He was humorous, but not intentionally. Most of the funny moments that came from Edward Buck were situational and had a lot to do with his arrogance.
When did this happen?
They started showing up right before I went underground.
And you waited until now to tell me that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was a little busy making sure Perfume over here didn't take a round and blow us all up.
Eddie Buck, always thinking with his gun. You haven't changed one bit.
Me? What about you? Oh, so full of big Oni secrets, couldn't even give a guy a yes or no answer.
That's not fair.
Oh, you got that right.
I never thought I'd see you again.
Yeah? Well, here I am.
We need to move, now. Were you too busy to plan our exit?
I stole a Phantom, yes, thank you. I hid it in the shipyards down the highway. But I only have room for 2, so that thing's gonna have to sit on your lap.
The engineer. Where did it go? Keep me covered. And try to keep up.
Take my advice, rookie. You ever fall for a woman? I'm sure she's got balls.
In Halo 5 Guardians, he is a vastly different character. Sure, he's got a sense of humor, but it always feels forced. He's always telling jokes at inappropriate times, and even talks a lot about alcohol.
I figure if God can hear how scared I am, so can everyone else. Locke, you buying the first drink when we're done?
You ask, you buy.
We get through this, I'll buy the whole damn bar.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this game is still rated T for teen, right? There's no sense in bringing that stuff up here. He is not the same person. A lot of times he's grumbling. He just doesn't have the same punch that Edward Buck did in Halo 3 ODST. I can see why he's not the leader of Fireteam Osiris in this game. So with all that being said, what could have been done differently? Well, as I already mentioned, one minor improvement would have been to make Tanaka the leader rather than Jameson Locke. However, we could have still done much better than that. Hear me out on this one. All 3 characters aside from Buck should have been purged from Fireteam Osiris. And instead we should have had, get ready for it, the other 3 ODSTs that were featured in Halo 3 ODST. Of course, I'm talking about Dutch, Romeo, and Mickey. Of course, in a game full of exposition, a silent protagonist really wouldn't have worked out too well, so that would have taken out the rookie. But even so, we're already familiar with these 3 characters. Each have their own individual personalities, all 3 are very likable for different reasons, and best of all, we wouldn't have to learn about 3 brand new characters. But wait, I'm still not finished yet. Instead of having Sarah Palmer, she could have been easily traded out for Veronica Dare. So now we have almost the entire cast of ODST on the forefront. But we're still not done yet. For those of you who already know how Buck became a Spartan from an ODST, you know that Spartan June was the one who asked him to do it. This is something that could have easily been tied into Halo 5 Guardians as well by replacing Lasky's role with June and simply having Lasky as a background character. This way, not only does it tie in ODST, but it also ties in Reach. And with Halo 6 tying into Halo Wars, this would bring all of the different Halo games together. It should also be worth mentioning that people have been asking for years for a Halo ODST 2, so this would actually serve that role. We'd get to see our characters in action again, and possibly in more covert and stealth-based missions. The characters would make more sense, and it would be awesome to have these guys meet up with Master Chief and Blue Team. In my opinion, this makes a lot more sense than creating 3 new characters from scratch without giving us any history or any reason to care about them. So what do you think? Would this have been a massive improvement on Halo 5 Guardians? Would you have been able to stomach 12 missions with a team made up of your favorite Halo 3 ODST characters? You can let me know in the comments below or hit me up on Twitter at MythicTyrant. A link to my Twitter feed can be found in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. If it's something that you'd like to see more of, and you feel like I've earned it, you feel like I've earned your subscription, please click that subscribe button for more great content every single day right here on MythicTyrant.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys and gals. I hope everyone has a great weekend. I'll catch you all right back here next time. And as always, I'm the Tyrant, signing off.